Hi, love. Welcome to my channel, Terry Spoken to You. Words of God's love, inspiration, and more. And yes, I research before I give my story time, especially when it's on God's time. So, without any further ado, let's enjoy. Okay, love, we're going to start off with my story time spoken word. And yes, I have this bead creation right here. I'm going to create some bracelets for you guys as I give my story time spoken word today. And this is the bracelet that I'm going to create as well. And this is the one that I told you on my last video that I wanted to do something with this little bead right here, as you can see. So I decided to create something out of that. And I'm going to do this, what I call power bracelet. There's the bracelets I have right here. And the reason I call this power bracelet is because it has so many different charms, okay? And then I'm going to add this little note, and it's made with love. I'm going to add that on there as well. So, without any further ado, we're going to get started on the story time spoken word. Born again. Is it possible? Yes. And this is part 1. Notice I left out Christian. Part 2. St. John, chapter 3, verse 3. Read. Starting off with 5 questions to answers. Number 1. Do you think different? Number 2. Have you experienced it? Number 3. Have you felt it? Number 4. Did you see it? Number 5. Is it a continuous struggle that comes easy because your Creator will not put no more on you that you can bear nor withstand? Think about what I said. I will reverse back to the 5 question answers. Have you ever experienced someone coming up to you unexpectedly and asks, and this is you, are you a born-again Christian? And your response was yes. You know how we up and about, out shopping, going to the mall, just doing our daily things in life, and no matter where you're at, someone might come up to you and ask that question. I experienced it, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have. And if you have, put it in the comments so we'll know, right? We want to hear from you guys as well. And you answer yes without giving a thought about the question asked. I have as well. Then they ask, how you know? You begin to struggle with the answer. You be like, and you know, I say you be like because I know you guys relate to that. It resonates with a lot of you guys. But you be like, this is you struggling. I read my Bible more sometimes. I go to church sometimes. Then they walk away. When you're in church, you're asked, raise your hand if you're a born-again Christian. So, you know, I've been in church many, many times, and different ones as well, and there's a lot of people raising their hand. So, you think that makes you a born-again Christian. Okay, remember the old saying, actions speaks louder than words. That is true. But remember, without words, there's no action. And I know you're like, what I mean by that? Communicating with your higher power. And I'm talking about God, but I use that word because there's so many different religions, and I'm sure a lot of you guys might come across my video. And I don't discriminate against anything because that's not my place. I don't judge anybody. Okay, and then you like, take the time to repent and ask our Creator, God, for forgiveness to speak to your creator from your heart and soul, one-on-one, without no interruptions. And what I mean by that, that's when you're praying and you're talking to God in silence. You're quiet, you're on your knees, you might be in bed, you might be at work. Sometimes I did it. You might be up and about, you just might be sitting there doing anything. Sometimes I pray even when I'm watching TV, but I don't let it interrupt me. You know, I may even turn it off. But yes, we pray all the time. And that's when you're talking to God and the Creator, Lord Jesus Christ. You're talking to them directly, okay? In the Bible, Hebrew 13, 1-3. And that's chapter 3, verses 1-3. It is stated, do not neglect to show hospitality to strangers, for thereby some have entertained an angel unaware. You won't know who or when this opportunity comes. Angels will also be unrecognizable. They may be disguised as someone you think you recognize, or a complete stranger, someone you wouldn't give the time of day to because of one thing, their shade. You know, I know you guys may have a lot of questions and answers. Leave it in a comment. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you'll be notified for part 2. How do you know if you are born again Christian? Remember, I left Christian out the first time. And I will be coming back and reversing back to starting on and off with 5 questions to answers. Do you think different? Have you experienced it? Have you felt it? Did you see it? Is it a continuous struggle that comes easy? Because your Creator, our God, will not put no more on you that you can bear nor withstand. So, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you'll be notified. So let's get off into these bracelets. Okay, I'm going to start creating here. And we're going to start with this one. And what I did is I put a beaded needle on this one. I already started it because I didn't want the video to be too long. I didn't want to bore you guys, because you know some of you guys. But anyway, so I started off putting this beaded needle on here and I threaded, all right? And then I start putting my little charms on here. And I did it in sequence, the way that I designed the bracelet. So when I get finished, it's going to actually be exactly the way I designed it here. At the end, this little, I don't know what you might call it, a little charm, crystal charm, is going to end at the end of this, okay, when I tie it. So we're going to continue to do here. And we're going to slide these. Don't forget to, this one's kind of giving me problems already. Don't forget to, because the needle was bent. It's about to get on my last nerves. And I don't let things really bother me like that. So let's see what we have here to change this. I'm going to see if I can find something in here so I can change it. I have different ones here. And I always try to keep the little straps of the beads that I created. That way I can go back to them and take something out of here. So this is what I keep here. I'm trying to see, because this one right here, I want this in here, but it's giving me problems. So you know what? I'm going to leave it out. I'll leave it out this time because I don't want to struggle with it. So we're going to start with, we're going to have to put something in here. I'll put this little crystal in it. Bead in here. I'm a kind of person just as stubborn as it can be. Knowing I need my glasses on. Let me put them on so I can see what I'm doing. So I don't have to be taking forever to do this. That's what happens when you're stubborn. Not good. I don't know if it's good or not because it's just a person's personality, I guess. And yeah, so we're going to do this as fast as I can. Because I want you guys to see the finished touch of this one that I wanted to create right there. But I want to do this bead here to get it going as fast as I can. You know, I had these nails on. I had broke one, so I just left it off. I said, you know what? I'm not even going to fix it right now. It actually is helping me to put these beads on. That nail is not in the way. Because normally I don't go around with my nails missing. But sometimes it's okay. I'm at home. Nobody can see me. But anyway, so don't forget to leave a comment and let me know what you guys think. I just don't want to be the one here singing, because I don't know everything. I do my research. So this is what it looks like so far. This is the last one. It's the one right here so far. So we're going to take it and we're going to take the needle off. I don't want to be taking forever doing this, so bear with me. Okay, we're going to take the needle off, and then what we're going to do is thread it. So I'm going to take these threads, because I double threaded it, and I'm going to tie it in here, and that makes it tighter. That way, when I tie it, it's not going to be, so I'm just pulling it, getting it close. We want to get it as close as possible. And this string is called, let me see. It is called crystal string. It's a strong stretch string, and it's called crystal. And it came with this beaded board. I think I announced that before. So we're going to tie another little knot here, because we want to secure it where it don't come loose. But you got to make sure you get close down here as possible. Then we're going to crisscross the thread. Go that way. And then we're going to take it the opposite way. The other one the opposite way. So we can line it up. Make sure you line it up properly. And then we're going to tie it again. Like so. I know I'm moving fast here, but and you're going to pull it. You can pull it, because this string is very strong. I really, really like it. Then we're going to cut the string. You can use scissors or you can use the wire cutters. I'm going to use the scissors to do this. Get as close as possible. Cut it off. And then we're going to see what it looks like. And here it goes. Hope you guys like it. Let me put it in my hand so you guys can see. That's it right there. Hope you guys can see it. I really love it. And then we're going to put it on. Oh, there it is. I have my turtle. Because I was told one time my life is like a turtle. I may have everything I want in life, but it's going to take time. And my time is near. Because if you know how old I was, it's coming. Yes. So there they are right there. So let's get started on this one. This is the one that I promised you guys. I'm going to put this on later if I have time. And this is some satin core. It's still a string, but it's a satin core. It's satin. And it's strong as well. I really like it because it is strong. And so I'm going to size it. Probably about 20 inches on both ends. You don't have to take that much, but I do because I don't like to struggle when I tie. Because believe me, if you don't take enough string, if you don't have enough string when you start tying it, you're going to struggle. So you don't want that to happen. Now we're going to create this by eye. So I'm going to use these little black little beads and place them in here. But first we're going to color it a little bit. I'll just line it up and give it a little chop. This spin ends off your hair. I'm not going to be struggling putting these beads in. Okay. So we're going to slide it in like this. Sometimes the holes be a little bit too small. It's weird. So we're gonna get them in. I'm gonna use this ruler to clip it on here so it don't move, make it easier. I use this ruler, purchased this one at the Dollar Tree, and I get these little clips on there so it makes it easier to slide these little beads on here. And make sure you count it so you can be evenly on each side. I think I'm gonna do 8 on each side. Let's try another one. Maybe that's the problem. Yeah, this one's just a little bit too small. And we're gonna continue to go down and down until we get them all lined up. I really want you guys to see this one.
Remember, you gotta keep evenly sided evenly. That's 4. I'm gonna use 10 on each side. So we have 7. Using the needle, the beaded needle is easier and it's better, but you have to make sure your string is not too thick, or your core string is not too thick for your beads. And what makes it complicated. And like I said, I'm just doing it by eye. I'm just creating as I go. Creating as I go. And I want to use as much as these. I gotta cut this off because when I buy these, see. Put that one in. These holes are really the right size. That's a good thing. Put 3 there, then like I said, I'm designing as I go. So what we get out of this, we don't know. I'll put that there. Then we're going to use, I don't want to put too much. I'm going to use this one right here. Let's see if we do it that way. And then we're going to use one of, I don't know if that says up there, of these. So what do we have here so far? This is what we have here so far. So you guys see, I'm going to turn it around so I can do the opposite side. So I can line it up evenly. This is what I'm doing. Just turning it around. Put the clip on the ruler. Like so. Just clip the ruler together. That keeps it from your beads falling all off. Because believe me, honey, you could be doing this and before you know it, you got to start all over because the beads have failed. Okay. Okay, we did 7 here. First 7. Like I said, sometimes these holes are just too doggone small. And it's not that reason. The reason is because I didn't line up. I'm going to cut it again, like I'm trimming. That hole is just too little. These holes are very surprising. Some of them big enough, and then some of them, it's giving me problems. Now these little silver dividers, you can see little bitty silver dividers. I'm gonna use 3 of them. I'm trying to keep it even on each side. You want it to look the same on each side. I mean, but that's what you like. I mean, sometimes people like to do little things different, unique what we call unique. And that's okay, because sometimes I like to be unique. But I do like to have things that other people don't have on, you know, especially when I'm dressing, when I'm jewelry that I'm wearing, purses, especially purses. I mean, there's going to be people who's going to have those things that I can't stop them from having, but I don't like to see a whole bunch of people with the same thing. I just don't. And that's okay if you do. And I don't never do is judge. I'm going to put this one here. We're almost done. Put that in. Then we're going to take this little silver divider piece. We're going to put it in. And then we have this one. I'm going to make sure it matches. So we're going to put this last piece here. And let's see what we have here. So let's see what we have. Okay, this is it. From the beginning to the end. And let's take it loose. Be careful. Because you do not want it to come loose. Because if you don't, you're going to start all over. And believe me, that can be very annoying. Now, what we have here. Okay, this is what we have here. This is the outcome. This is pretty, isn't it? So we're going to tie it. And we didn't double tie this one. So we're going to line it up where the strings are evenly matched. Like that. Then we're going to tie a knot. I'm going to start off with the knot. The reason why I like for it to. And you have to get as close as possible. So I'm starting off with the knot. And you need to get close as possible when you tie it. Hold it down. And see, that's tight. That's close. Then we're going to go the opposite way with one string and do the other string the opposite way, like that. This way we're going to tie so it don't come loose. We're just going to put a knot in it, one single knot, and we're going to tie like that. I'm going to leave this on because I think I'm going to put something on the end. I'm not quite sure, but let's see what it looks like on. And here it is. This is what it looks like on. That is pretty, isn't it? And that's the opposite side. And I'm going to leave this because I may have something dangling from here. I'm not sure. But that's the finished touch. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Hit that notification bell so you'll be notified every time I put out a video. And share. So, I'll see you on part 2. Bye, love.